this, anything which I left, this I'll be sending it to you. Robot control systems. Robot controllers are different. Robot control systems are different. There are two types of robot control systems: limited sequence control and playback with point-to-point control. Limited sequence control systems and playback with point-to-point control. Limited sequence controls are those. Here you need not to write any diagrams, or if you want you can write the diagrams also. The diagram looks very, it is not required, I think. Limited sequence controllers, in them this will be used for a pick and place operations only. As the name indicates, it is a PTP controller. PTP controller, and another is a CP motion controller. You understood the point? Whenever I am going to use, for example, please look here. I have been given 2 points, and these 2 points I am going to join by using the PTP robot. This is initial x1 and y1 and z1, and this is x2, z2, y2 and z2, or zn, xn, yn, zn. Okay, zn. And here in between this, what happens to the velocity, what happens to the displacement, and what happens to the acceleration, it is not a matter here. Only it is a PTP robot. So here we have only okay. There are two types of controllers. One is a PTP. It is called point-to-point controller. And another one is a continuous path. It is CP controller. In a PTP, if we come here, and here there will be only the 2 points, initial point and the final point, and this is the path of the robot. As I told you in this, what is the acceleration, what is the velocity, and what is the displacement, it doesn't matter. Since it is a jumping just like a frog. Just like a frog, from this point to this point it will be jumping, and the type of controller which will be used will be very, very simple one, because it has to remember only the initial and the final positions. That is CP. Sorry, that is continuous path. And if you talk about the continuous path, I want to define one path. For example, you see here, please understand the technique is the robotic technique is very difficult one to understand. This is a continuous path. The continuous path will be a closely spaced points. You can see that x1, y1, z1, and this will be xn, yn, and zn. You can see that these are x1, y2, x2, y2, z2, x3, y3, z3, x4, y4, z4, and x1000, y1000, z1000, like that. Then finally xn, yn, z1. The continuous path, you can see that in this the controller has to remember the series of these points, so that this controller will be very sophisticated one, and another one it will be very complicated, and it has to store so many memories. You can able to look at this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can able to look at. Okay. And now the previous one, have you remembered this one? I need to write the figure of the previous the sensors and show you, or you can continue. We can continue with the next one.
We can continue, sir. No.
Yeah, we can continue with this. Okay. Okay, this is about the continuous and the this one robots. Playback and the this one. Okay. And the grippers already I told you, these are the mechanical grippers. The mechanical grippers are having the mechanical fingers. These will be having some kind of mechanisms here. These will be having some kind of mechanisms, and these mechanisms may be operated by hydraulic, electric, or pneumatic powers. It may be operated by hydraulic, pneumatic, or electric power. And if you feel difficult to write this, even you can write like this also, no problem. These you can write. Mechanical grippers can be written like this. this is wrist, and here we have been given a mechanism, and this mechanism will be having some kind of end effectors. This will be having the end effectors here, and these end effectors will be operated by some kind of pneumatic systems. Okay, there will be a pneumatic system. This will be operating to go front and back. This will be operated to go front and back, and here there will be grippers. There will be grippers will be fixed at the end of this one, and it can able to hold the circular object. These are called the grippers, and this is mechanical linkage. So it is called mechanical grippers. Mechanical grippers. And if you come to the pneumatic grippers, if you want to come to the pneumatic grippers, let me find out pan, where the pan is available in this. Okay. Okay. Zoom in. Okay. Here I'll try to show you pneumatic grippers. These are called, the pneumatic type is pneumatic grippers. What is this pneumatic? It will be using the compressed air. It will be using the compressed air. How? See, this will be again the end effector of the robot, and this is called a wrist. And at the end of this, there will be a pneumatic cylinder fixed. And this pneumatic cylinder will be having the pistons. Correct, no? And these pistons will be having the vacuum cup. Vacuum cups will be there, and we are going to put the input and output. And once there is an object, what happens? This will come and press on this. These vacuum cups, what happens? No, you know, you have seen the vacuum cup, no? Vacuum cup. What happens? The air inside will be removed, and due to vacuum, it will lift the part. This is called the pneumatic gripper. This is called as pneumatic gripper. And another one is also there, the sponge gripper or roller gripper. These are all contact type of this one. Okay, these are the different type of the end effectors. These are, I am not talking about the sensors. Different type of end effectors. And roller gripper, here what happens? No, just like a roller will be there. And from this roller, it will be attached to the end of the robot end effector. This is end effector of the, it is wrist of the robot. Wrist of the robot, and this is a sponge. What happens? No, sometimes if you want to remove some particles, you want to take them. So while there is no as such mechanism available to remove the particles, small particles, it may be magnetic or non-magnetic. What happens? This moist sponge, while you are going to roll on this, these will be collecting this. So this is called the roller gripper, and this is called pneumatic gripper. This is called the mechanical gripper. Okay, we have three types. One is the mechanical, and another is the pneumatic, and another is a hydraulic. Hydraulic system is one. Hydraulic grippers are just similar to these pneumatic grippers. What happens in this hydraulic, will be using hydraulic power. A fluid will be there, hydraulic power, and which will be having heavy power as compared to the mechanical and these pneumatic systems. Okay, this is about the end effectors. Any doubt is there? Please ask me. It looks very simple when someone is talking, and while you are writing, it will become difficult. Okay, this is about the mechanical grippers. And now explain the applications of robot for the machine loading and unloading. explain the applications of robot for the machine loading and unloading. And here one can write a simple figure of it. So here I'll be writing one reduced figure and show you. Okay, and if you want, I'll take the this one, snap of it. And I'll be sending you. Okay, I'll be sending you. Okay. Now, let me. My time is there still.